So we've just parked up to come down to see the flooding. This is the start of our road entrance. There's quite a lot of cars and people already parked up, as you can see in the background. So we're just going to take a walk up to where the flooding has started, and obviously we can't get through to our home. We had to evacuate last night, but we'll take a walk up and show you the flooding now. So we're just walking up the road in direction towards our home. There's quite a lot of people going in this direction as well. All the cars are parked up on the side. So we're going to go and assess the flooding. But as you can hear in the background, there's still construction going on, believe it or not. That's one of the main bypasses that is going to be built just past our road entrance. So I've got my wife with me here, Julia.
Hi.
But we're gonna walk up and assess the flooding because we had to evacuate yesterday. Myself and Julia were down there as long as we could to get as much out of the house as we could. We raised the furniture off the floor. I was making sandbags all day. I must have made like 50 sandbags to put at the front of the house, as were all of the neighbours. They were having loads of sand delivered throughout the day. Everybody was just scrambling to kind of get as much out of their homes as they could before the flood started to come. So we were assessing obviously the lakes and the Ural River, which is all around us here, to see if the water was coming, but it didn't actually start coming till late last night, early this morning. I eventually evacuated at about midnight last night with the neighbour across the road. So if you're listening to this, Vadim, thank you for getting me out last night. A big help, thank you, and thank you to your wife as well. But I'm glad we're all safe. I'm just hoping everybody else has managed to get out because the waters are rising and the floods are going to get worse. But as my wife just said, you know, life goes on. We're trying to keep as positive as we can. If we get flooded, we get flooded. You know, all our valuables are out of the house and things like that. But yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah. Me and children, had to go and stay with my mom and dad yesterday in a small Soviet flat, which is
just behind us, actually.
Just behind us, yeah. Within kind of walking distance to us, to be honest, and which is great. That's why we kind of bought this house in the first place. Oh God.
Yeah. Looks like everybody's coming down at the moment. But
everybody's getting impatient. They're blowing the boats.
You can see floods there. But when I was driving out last night, we had to get out at the other end of our neighbourhood or village development. Parked the car ready to go. The neighbour did. And the police kind of escorted us out through some of the floods. It was quite deep in places, but obviously all the emergency services and the messages were to get out at midnight last night. We were staying in our houses because we just wanted to make sure everything was safe in there. And obviously, I don't know, nobody coming into the house in these, hard times and stuff. But yeah, we managed to get out with the emergency services last night. But this side, and you can just see in the distance there, people were having to come out on boats, believe it or not. We're just hoping everybody is out now, isn't it?
Yes, the gas and electrics was already disconnected now. So yeah, it's a bit of a blacked out area now.
But yeah, we're just coming up to what is kind of halfway up our road entrance. There's emergency service here now.
Yeah.
I'll just pan around a little bit. But the road now is completely flooded. I will walk up there a little bit more just to show you, but you can't actually get through. And just behind me there, that's where the water levels are still rising. It's coming obviously down the Ural River into all the lakes. And yeah, it's flooded. So I'll just turn the camera around now so you can kind of see a little bit more that's going on. So yeah, we've got Orenburg Spasibо here, volunteers helping to try and get people out. I don't know if you can just see the boat in the distance there. 2 boats actually. Just try and move a little bit closer. but this is our entrance and you just cannot get through now. It's completely blocked, and this is the direction all the water's coming from. They tried their best to kind of block it off last night with machinery, but it's not at all going. It's only rising at the moment. Yeah, we're definitely not getting through to our home. So we've got the rescue boats coming here that have obviously got people out of their homes. Just really glad for the help of obviously volunteers, Orenburg Spass people. So the guys in the red jackets are the emergency services from Orenburg. Then we've also, like I said, got volunteers as well, Orenburg Spass. As you can see, the water's really flowing in this direction. This isn't even the river. The Ural River is further over in the background. But this was a lake that's overflowed in this direction now, and what's actually blocked the road. But the boats or dinghies, they're using like a taxi service to get people out. But yeah, you can really see that was a small lake, or one of the lakes. There's about 4 or 5 lakes around us, but this one is completely overflowed now, and it's what's flooding all this way. But the Ural River, about a kilometre in that direction, has also burst its banks, and it's coming this way towards us as well. So our home is just in the direction over there, and the waters are rising, and power and electricity and gas has now been switched off. I was monitoring it on our security camera, but that's gone off and it was increasing, so it looks like our home is going to get flooded. But I just hope and pray that everyone is safe, most importantly, and there's not too much damage to the neighbourhood. Building in the background there is actually a flower, I don't want to call it farm. It's one of the videos I did where it was about the tulips, so I just hope they're not too flooded and not too much damage. But that's the city in the background. We're actually staying in apartments on Gagarina, just in the background there, with family. I don't think it's actually going to reach the city, but yeah, it's slightly worrying because the water levels are expected to rise much more over the next few days. But I do think the majority of people have actually been evacuated now, but yeah, it's really really rather bad, but we are trying to keep positive. There's no point just sitting at home and dwelling on it. It is what it is. It's not putting us off Russia. It's Mother Nature. It's this can happen pretty much anywhere in the world, but this year I think it's a number of factors why it's happened. So I don't know if you can just see they've just brought a boat down there as well. Obviously to go on the floods, and if there's anybody else that needs evacuating, that'll be used as well. But the waters are expected to rise even more. This hasn't put us off Russia. It's just one of those things, you know, it's Mother Nature. This can pretty much happen anywhere. But this year it was a number of factors. I think that's why there's so much water. We had a quite a wet autumn, and then we had quite a lot of initial snow in December. Then obviously it all froze, and we had more snow in January, February. Quite a lot of snow. I think it was record amounts of snow this year across Russia. And now all the water is melting in mountains and things like that, and it all runs off into the Ural River, and it's all heading in this direction from Orsk, places like that. And I think some of the dams have also been affected as well. Reservoirs are overflowing, so everything is coming into the Ural River and flowing down, and obviously filling the lakes around by us and the Ural River. So the water's just got nowhere to go. Yeah, there's not much can be done with emergency services apart from obviously make sure people are safe. And yeah, they're doing a great job. But yeah, it's worrying. It's never nice. We're just praying and hoping all the people are okay. Most importantly, yes, our house may get flooded, but nothing we can do about it. We're just trying to stay positive and grateful we've got a place to stay with family, and yeah, kids are safe, we're safe. But yeah, we will try and report on this as the days and weeks go by, but there are some reports it might stay 1 or 2 weeks, and it looks like the water levels are unfortunately going to keep on rising, especially over today, tomorrow, maybe into Monday. But yeah, like I said, we'll keep you updated. If you want to comment, we'll try and get to as many comments as you can. Yeah, just praying for everyone.
Она приехала с ночью. Все поехали за дуром,
Все дошли по домам, смотреть, и тут спасатели. Закидывают сейчас.
Yeah, there's a lot of emergency services down here now.